Hi everyone, my name is Younes and our presenters today will be Nick, Stefan and Jayden. Our presentation today will be about internal and external uses for wikis in the workplace. What is wiki and when the wiki started? The term wiki comes from the phrase wiki wiki, which means quick or fast in the Hawaiian language. The wiki is a type of website and a web application used to collect the information and allows people to add, modify, or delete content in collaboration with others. And when we say wiki, the first thing comes to our mind is Wikipedia, which is the online encyclopedia that allows everyone to write and revise its contents. The first wiki software was called WikiWeb, and it was introduced in 1994 by Ward Cunningham. Let us now have a look on some popular wiki sites. The first one, WikiTravel, which focus on travel information. The second one is WikiHow, and this focus on to learn how to do something. And the third one is Wikibooks, repository of open content, text box, annotated text, instructional guides, and manuals. Wiktionary, it's a multilingual dictionary of languages, but has a definition for every word supplied in English, regardless of the source language. Wikis in companies and organizations. Wikis used to update content on a wide variety of technical and scientific areas. The internal and external wikis maintained depending on the project and need. Everyone encouraged to contribute to the site's content. Internal wikis in the workplace can be used as a knowledge management tool, keeps important technical information updated, one-stop access for employees who need the latest data, specification, and guidelines to keep also the data current. Access to the wiki and make changes to the content, overwriting previous versions can potentially create errors. If managed well, actually it becomes like a collaborative digital space where content experts contribute to the broader knowledge base. Actually, Wiki consider a valuable resource among trustworthy contributors for many companies like banks or informational technology firms or engineering organization. How could readers see the history of how changes were made or and by whom? Copies of this original entry along with each subsequent edit are saved for later reference. Now, let us move to the external wikis.
So, opposite of internal wikis are external ones, which are public wikis that can be used by anyone outside of a specific company or organization. For example, if I started a public wiki for this class on how to write technical documents, I'd be able to share my insights as well as everyone else in this class. However, being a public wiki, once published, anyone else outside of this class, or even the school really, has that same access to reading and editing that information. Because of this, the information is vast and endless due to the numerous amount of people that can contribute. Now, I'm sure most of us in this class have stumbled or used a public wiki of some topic when we've done our research. And sometimes some of the information in that public wiki doesn't really quite make sense or doesn't really belong in that specific wiki itself. This is one flaw of being a public wiki. Since everyone else has unfiltered access, sometimes information in a public wiki can be misconstrued or inaccurate. However, a public wiki that does have checks and balances and edits out bad information through editorial control is a great tool and resource for everyone to use. Another great thing about external wikis or public wikis is that it can be another great resource by linking to other outside sources or different wikis or informative websites of relating topics to the wiki that you're already accessing. And with this, there are two examples of company uses of external wikis in a business context that I wanted to share. For the first one, the first instance is a public or external wiki being set up between one or two more companies or private contractors. And between them, they can share their information amongst each other without ever having to contact one another. Another example that I wanted to share is a company using an external wiki as a public tool for customers to quickly access quick information or frequently asked questions about a product or service that they have received or gotten. Doing so alleviates the company of valuable time that they otherwise would have to allocate to answering these questions that customers would have that the company is already expecting them to come across.
Hi there, my name is Stefan, and I'll be walking you through some basic guidelines and principles when it comes to creating and organizing your own wiki page. One of the first steps in creating your own wiki page is targeting the audience. Think of the audience who will need to read your documentation. They probably have some general technical knowledge, but don't know your specific features or acronyms. Express your writing so they can understand and fully engage with your content. Identifying the page well is a must if you want your readers to navigate efficiently through your content. For example, give the page a good title and provide a concise statement of what the page is about at the top. This is because the first thing readers need are to find the page and determine whether it relates to their question. The front load overview bears great importance in your page. A concise overview enables audiences to understand what something is and the basic ideas of how it should work. The overview is often the most useful and valuable part of the documentation, and it should be presented at the first section in the page. Combine brief narrative with bullet points. Bullet points are faster to read, write, and express clear facts. They're a major factor in the easier navigation of your readers. You can also put links to related content and useful pages that contain more detailed information. Links are highly important in wiki and web content. They show readers what content is specifically related and important, and enable an audience to rapidly explore connected pages and topics to understand the area. The next thing that I'll be discussing with you is content organization and some principles in Confluence hierarchy. There are different approaches to structuring your hierarchy. For example, you can structure it by topic or by category, and this is based on your application. You have a wide variety of categories to choose from. For example, business function, audience, software component, feature, lifecycle status, etc. Know that some pages can benefit from organizing their child's content with more than one dimension. For example, existing features could be grouped by a component, while planned features could be grouped under status. I'm going to mention front load again, because it is extremely important to always ensure that key information such as overview, status, and navigation are available on the upper pages. Do not push these down to child pages. And finally, I'm going to finish this section of the presentation with the aspect pages. Use aspect pages or mentions where topics interact across the hierarchy. Placing a contextual mention or aspect page in the other hierarchy makes the topic clearly visible from the perspective of that audience. In conclusions, wikis can be extremely helpful tool to share and to gather information. We can use the internal wikis to organize a certain professional or non-professional community, while the external wikis can come into play for more global topics. A great wiki comes with a great structure and content management, so don't forget to target your audience, group the different pieces of data under their respective sections, and make everything clear so the reader can find what they need without any obstacles. Thank you for your attention.